For some reason, it just doesn't like Niv. It's weird. Alright, they're mulliganing. I have a 1 and a 5, and I just need to bridge the cap. I've been keeping these lands, and I think I've been kind of losing with these hands. My thoughts see the Civil Bullet in the main. It seems like the kind of card where you don't either 4-0. It's just curve issues, basically. Just you want some cheap spells. Am I excited for Sphinx Rev and Historic? Not especially, actually. I don't want it to be too good. It's very funny watching the digital zoomers read Wrath of God and ask what is regeneration. Right. Alright, looks like my keep's not going to pay off here. Nice Thoughtseize you've got though, nice fill push. Their hand's pretty bad, but I don't think it's going to matter. I should have played... No, I guess that's fine. I'm going to try this build, but I don't have Carried. Should I replace... I mean, you can replace it with other cards, but Carried's the best card in the deck. Well, I'm thinking of the card. It was not Hour of Devastation, I'm not gonna lie. Let Cling to Dust instead of Thoughtseize. Sounds pretty bad. Oh, what a great top deck. Exactly what I needed. Well, I'm not getting Swamp. Alright, I really need to stop keeping these hands. I'm not sure I would have won with a mulligan against Legion double Thoughtseize. I mean, I was not beating that draw. Very unlikely. So I don't feel too bad about it. Alright, so I don't like Abrupt Decay in this matchup. I don't want Thoughtseize. I don't want Thought Erasure. Don't want Ragdos Return. I don't want Hour of Devastation. Basically, all the cards I drew this game, the free spells. Yeah, I drew all my worst spells. Not good. Not good at all. I'm not 100% about Stellar Blaze. It's not that great. The Spark might honestly be a reasonable. I think they play like a ton of... I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do no sweepers. I think they play like 3 or 4 Spawn, 3 or 4 Rankle. Solid hand. I guess I have to play Fatal Passage. I'm not sure what I did made a ton of sense, honestly. Bouncing the cheaper card, yeah. That was probably not great. Killing the one that's kind of easier to bring back in some ways. Yeah, that was bad. I should have just pushed that Bounce Cruncher. I don't know what I was thinking. No, I don't think we get Mountain. I think I want to play Teferi on curve. I have Nicobolas in my deck now, which makes Bring to Light for 4 not as bad. Wow, I played this game so awful, honestly. It's like sometimes I don't even know why, you know. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I still did it. Kind of weird. I'm not even sure you want to play Triumph here, because I think that's the turn to hit you as a discard spell before you get to 5 mana, so... I think it's actually pretty close between playing that and just playing land, and... Yeah. It's kind of nice to get a red source in play, I guess, but... You just play to get more cards in your graveyard. Can Niv be played in standard or historic? Yeah, you can play Niv. I don't think it's very good, but I've played a decent bit of Niv in standard. I haven't tried the historic version because it's basically the same cards as in standard, so it doesn't make a ton of sense. Alright, did I have another remorse? No. I'm not exactly sure who's winning this game. They probably have a spot removal in hand. So I'm gonna have to draw something good the next few turns. It's pretty good for me if that's their turn. No Swift End, no Heartless Act. Huge. Alright, I guess I win. It's not super valuable, but just getting rid of a land. It's like fine, honestly. I wouldn't have played it if I wasn't getting rid of a land at least. I'm surprised it didn't just bring back something here. Should I use this spark or other end? I'll use this spark, even though they know about other end and not this spark. And it's cheaper. Try them or not. Guess not. I feel like you can probably go either way here. Was Nahiri minus or Nahiri plus? I'm gonna do Uro first, see what's up. Maybe I do want Solder Blaze. It does kill their all their. I mean, no, it doesn't kill Knight and Swift End. It's a bit slow sometimes, but I'm pretty happy with all the cards in the deck right now. This outer end's mostly gonna kill the big flyers, so that's Solder Blaze. I think the Fairy kind of does its job in this matchup. It's not like amazing, but they have some 2 free 4-mana creatures. They do, You know, it does feed the graveyard for Uro too. Maybe other end is too expensive. Talsimir out? No, Talsimir is obscene against them. Fairy also resets the night, I guess. It's not a nice one. So I can go Shaman into Fabled Passage Carroted. Or I can just... This seems kind of good, right? It's kind of value, and I don't have Uro right now, so... I might regret exiling my field. It also blocks, also saves me 1 damage. Alright. Not sure that's totally worth it. It did take up their second turn. They won't have the removal for a Niv, I guess. They're putting Hour of Promise in Historic? I didn't even know. Sounds kind of nuts. Sounds strong to me. I like that card. It's pretty cool. Oh, Hour of Promise actually was an Amonkhet. Is Hour of Promise better than Golos? Could see it being better than Golos. Gets negated. Gets vetoed. It's gonna make it easier for the blue decks, maybe, if you can just have negates against the field decks. Rough Promise is pretty scary. I mean, yeah, it's a good card in Modern. I always felt like that card was quite good in Valakut, but maybe it's because it's good against... maybe it's because it's pretty good against the control decks. Can take you by surprise. It's not as good now as Force of Negation. Oh yeah, they have to pay 4 mana. I was like, what are they paying 4 mana for? I don't mind the pace of the game right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to block next turn, ever. My Carroted's not doing too much for me. It might be a key turn for them. It might like buy me a decent amount of time. Looks like they have a Thoughtseize in hand. Or they're bluffing. Kind of want to block, but I'm not sure it's correct. Because I already have a Mutavault. I might need the Chum Blocker for when they have 6 mana. Alright, I'm just gonna block. I don't know if it's good or not though. No, I think they're gonna almost always swamp when I block, but it's probably fine. Although it's kind of a disaster that they had 2/2/1s and I blocked and they curved out. For all I know, I'm flooded. I guess the block kind of worked out. Sometimes you get Tulsimir. I think here you just definitely get Nev. Looks like they have Heartless Act or Swift End. Could block Knight. Block Knight takes Solid Blaze. Damn, it's gonna take another Nahiri though. Little daily quest. Daily quest. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna block the Knight. Saving the Teferi is super nice. Why did people play mono black aggro? Probably because it's favored against spirits, might be favored against mono green, probably favored against combo. You have a fighting chance against Niv and Sultai, I'm sure. It's pretty bad though. Wait, they don't have a removal or they're just saving it for next turn? Can probably do whatever I want here and it's not gonna matter. That was maybe a loose attack, I'm not too sure. Alright, that's actually maybe a reason to just go Uro last turn. Now lose my Uro to Remorse. Beginning of the end. Yeah, I don't know what stream people are talking about. A stream that people are watching. I don't really get it. Someone's talking about overcooking food. Someone else is apparently nostalgic of the USSR. I see some animal stuff going on, something about pigeons. I feel like the magic's so bad, I'd rather talk about anything but the magic happening on screen. It seems like kind of a bad play for them. I feel like I would get rid of Nahiri while I could. Even if they know I have a second one in hand. Bolas. Bolas le ravageur. Il ravage. Yoink. Should I get myself an ice cream chat to celebrate our first match win? I'm thinking this way wanted scratchy ASMR. Pick up the ice cream. Toblerone, you know, the chocolate. It's pretty good. Why not just gas it? People make that play sometime. Doesn't make a ton of sense. I played against a red green deck today. It might be the same list. They were playing just old creatures in collected company. And for one second, I thought they were going to make the coolest play I've ever seen. They companied the end of my turn. They put 2 Burning Tree Emissary into play. And I thought they were just going to cast Company of the 2 Burning Emissary. But then they didn't, and I was almost disappointed. And then they just killed me anyways the turn after that. Well, I think you just want to play Uro. I don't think playing Teferi makes a ton of sense. Uro might ramp me for next turn. And it gives me the same life that bouncing a creature would, and also I just want them to play more creatures, I guess. Since I'm probably gonna get Solar Blaze. Okay, Cardboard Life, I don't know why. It does say it's Neva currently, it's not even Yorion. Even this version without Yorion. He wants none of it. Blue, green, red, white, black. Question is, do I even bother with Thoughtseize or not? Yeah, I'm sorry, but for everyone who wants the deck list, it's like not working right now for some reason. I guess it feeds the graveyard for Uro. I was gonna say I think they might have missed a land drop, but that's not true. Alright, I could get Tulsimir, I could get Nev. I think I might just get Tulsimir, honestly. I have so much action. I don't need to be greedy. I'm eating all ice cream, yeah. It was pretty good. Nothing special, but it's good. Solid. Actually, bringing back over is probably better, but casting in it Nev is more fun, right? How's Bolas performing so far? I've played 2 matches. It was good. It was probably better than most 4 mana cards I could have cast when I cast it. So I kind of like that they're playing Questing Beast. It might mean that they're not playing Collected Company, which would be good for me. I'm not even sure I need Hour of Devastation in this matchup. Kind of hard to cast. Neither Nahiri nor Teferi seem great. I don't think I need Krasis. I don't think it blocks well enough on to, at 4 mana, and then I don't know, maybe I wanted to just cast it as a 3/4 or 4/4 later in the game. This part could be good if they have Embercleave, since they're not playing Company. So maybe that's a reason to keep Teferi in. I'm gonna do the Spark. Now here it seems a bit ambitious. Do I think Bolas is better than Siege Rhino? Probably. I think it's probably a bit better against Green Spirits in the mirror match. It's just going to be worse against Mono Red, really. Even against the black decks, I'm not sure what's better right now. Being able to block a Raincoat in the spawn is a big deal. I think Nico Bolas is actually pretty well positioned in the meta, the consecrated phrase, but seriously. Maybe Grixis. $80 sheets sniff cores, then can earn 1,000 ticks in half a year. Wow, it's some insane track. You just keep track of everything. It's kind of insane. Yeah, quit your jobs. Yeah, sorry, Claudio. Claudio, sell me on Voice of Resurgence. Tell me why I'm making a mistake by kind of ignoring the card and not thinking it's very good. I really wonder if it's not Shark Typhoon that's messing everything up. It just refuses. Carvel Life hates this list. Wait, I kept a hand with no green? Oh well. Sure, green anyways, like a scumbag. This hand's probably a keep though. I do have like Dreadbore into Teferi, which is pretty reasonable. I felt bad against Blue White with Adam. I don't think Blue White's going to be very popular. I agree it's good against Blue White, and you need a little something against Blue White. You can't just have like enough, bad cards left in your deck against Blue White and expect to win, but Blue White's pretty decent matchup. Ever since Uro got printed, I guess Uro was always around. I don't even know anymore. Uh-oh. I mean, they keep not casting that card. This is like pretty bad testing. I'm more playing to see, I guess, how the deck feels. 60 card feels. Try to get a... Yeah, I don't know if there's a better word than just feel, Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to be invested enough that you have like Magic Online Pioneer deck, but that you can't recognize that casting Bone Crusher there is like infinitely better than Shocking. Doesn't feel like that advanced of a play. That being said, am I just dead? I'm dead on board with only one blocker. Maybe having access at our Devastation is not like super luxury right now. What about Clarion Verdict? I would just play more Slaughter Blades if I was going to add Sweeper, I think. Oh. I left myself dead on board. I guess I had no outs. Did I have an out to live one more turn? Outer plus Dreadbore, but I had to shock myself, I think, to do that. I killed Pelt Collector, I killed the wrong guy. I like how I criticize my opponent's play and then I just make an onboard play that leaves me dead. Is this karma? I blame the heat and the ice cream. I think it was really close between Voice of Resurgence and Dreadbore. I'm not convinced keeping Voice was better. It might be time for some street noise sounds soon. Street life, doo doo doop doop. Street life. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Alright, chat, should I kill the elf? They're stuck on 2, right? Oh, that's their second turn. Oh, I'm not killing the elf. Screw that. I like killing the pot collector. Alright, looks like people are clamoring for the street noise. These aggro matchups have been tough. It'd be even tougher if they were playing a collected company version of the deck, I think. Up not super tough when you're on the play, you curve out, yada yada yada. Hey, yada yada yada. Oh, I don't know. Hit me, baby. Hit me, dealer. Good enough. Any consideration to eating the elf? Yeah, I didn't even think about it, honestly. I'm just kind of... Yeah. Once they make that attack, things are looking pretty bad for them. Is there a Cleave in their opponent's deck? I'm assuming there is. I would think so. I'm just gonna say go. I don't really want to get cleaved. Yeah, I didn't realize I could Shock's play both removal spell. That was probably a better line. I just autopiloted, not shocking myself. Alright, I'll get in there now. It's not the most exciting games. Bunch of stomps. Either way. I stomped them, they stomped me. No, game 1 was the one that I might have lost if they had played just that Bone Crusher. I wonder what the hand was. They never got double red. Maybe a bunch of Bone Crushers, maybe some Ember Cleaves. Oh. You queued into me, Munson? Well, I'm playing against the trophy leader. Can I get away with no confluence? I can get planes turn 1. Alright, I think it should be the mirror match. I want to get the planes right away in case I draw to Fairy. But maybe I could play a dual land first and then get planes on turn 2 if I don't draw Carroted. I think I'm just happy to play a Triumph here. Instead of Nahiri in hand. No Carroted. I'll just minus right away. In case he has like Abrupt Decay and no Uro. Assuming he has Uro if he kept like no Carroted. Yeah. Alright, Nekobi, probably a bit underwhelming. Probably need to get Nahiri going. both have pretty medium draws. Wow, really medium draws. Looks like he doesn't have a land. Probably came right to Fairy. Dreadball. Ah, he has Brain to Light in hand. Ah, I got you. I got you. Trying to unlock that Bring to Light. I think I want to just get rid of Abrupt Decay maybe. Or just the Uro. I'm gonna play Nico Bolas this turn, most likely. -8, da-da-da, against ace, and then I return it. Well, that seems better then. If they wanted to get rid of the Fairy so badly, you know it's because they have a bunch of Bring to Lights in hand. I would have been happy just casting Nico Bolas, but I think once I do it to Fairy, it's much better to go Uro to Fairy. So even if that removal for Nahiri, I still get to bring back a Uro next turn. That's also a really big deal. Looks like his draw is just extremely awkward. Alright, so I can do Uro and keep plussing Nahiri. I don't hate that. Green, green, blue, blue. Alright, I can start by doing Thoughtseize, I guess. Oh, wow. I mean, I figured it was Bring to Light. Oh, they get to bring back Ura now. Is that failed passage anyways? I'm just gonna play my Triome. I can always cycle the swamp. And if I get to activate Niv next turn, I'm gonna want all these lands in play anyways. Alright, did you top deck something for Nahiri? It's kind of risky, honestly, to not use Nahiri. I give them a turn to top deck an answer. I don't know if I needed to go for the super high upside play. Did they hit Dreadbore? They drew Teferi into Dreadbore. Max punished. Wow. What else did they get? Puts Teferi, Time Raver, Dreadbore, and Bring to Light in their hand. Yeah, totally crushed here. Totally punished. I might be okay. I might just be okay. Wait, they have Teferi in hands? Maybe that wasn't the play. They have Teferi in hand. Oh well. I guess their Teferi has a lot to accomplish. Like, what are they even gonna bounce? They bounce Uro, I get to play it twice next turn. They bounce Nikobi, I get to play to make them discard again. They're gonna start with Uro. I think I'm still ahead. Even though I got incredibly greedy with Nahiri. I think it was fine. I did cycle a Solar Blaze too. It's not like I cycled a decent card. And they needed to have a lot to punish me. Cloudy H just farming fish for those trophies. Yeah, you know it. They bounced Uro over... Draw 2 cards, 10 damage. Put target creature, planeswalker card from... I guess it's not that amazing. Alright, well, let's start by doing Uro first. Did I bounce the Nev? Just to kill the fairy? That seems super great. They probably just time out all their opponents, honestly. It's probably how he's been farming so many trophies. Better at clicking Uro Escape. Playing Traverse over an extra copy of Niv or Bring to Light. Kind of like the one copy in this deck. It's obviously not great right now, but usually when it's, you know, if I escaped Uro a bunch of times, I'm probably in a decent spot anyways. Oh god, the flies. It was funny, I was watching Mason stream a bit of Dota yesterday and he was complaining about flies, just all the streamers complaining about flies. It's pretty recurring theme. Voice of Resurgence, just love to see it. Can I do anything cool this turn? I think I should start by attacking with Uro. Alright, I guess I'll put Trio into play. Since I drew Niv. Maybe I'll even just cast my Traverse. Red, green, blue, black. I think that lets me cast most of my removal spells. Casting Traverse seems like a spew. I don't think so. It's an extra card in gray for Uro. I only have 3 nibs in my deck. And this is my first nib, second nib, first. I think I like my play. Killing Nib over Nicobol is just kind of interesting. My Solar Blaze is gone. I do have Hour of Devastation though. man. If I tap my mana a bit better, I could push the Uro and exile it. I think I want to keep my Uro around, maybe. Do I care? I need to really pick up the pace if I want a shot. They're very helpful, Decky, when you say stuff like, we have to 2 this or we might even lose 1-0. That's really super insightful. Play faster. I don't know if it's a notch above or a notch below Gab, just play faster, please. Another viewer trying to time me out. What a great feeling. Oh, it's cool. It's cool that my viewers are just trying to time me out. I don't think they can win. I don't even know if they have like a sweeper in their deck or something. I don't know. Maybe Niv puts them back in the game. Let's see. Maybe I'm bad mouthing my opponent. They got Nahiri, Bring to Light, Teferi, Talsimir. All right. Looks like they're in business. Let's see what I have left. The fried MVP. He hasn't done that much. He didn't even exile a Neuro. Would have been MVP if I tapped my mana a bit better that one turn, I think, but even then. I mean, their fried's super good in the mirror match. Well, I knew I was gonna play a bunch of mirror match. I might just only play like, I might just play 4 that fried in my deck. Kotek, 21 months with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Interesting. Should I even be drawing? Do I have anything that does anything anymore? Probably not. And do I know what their last card in hand is? I think it's trash. Yeah, I should erase some drawing. Do you have anything left? They got an Uro. That might be good enough to win them the game. Man, am I really gonna win this game? Or lose this game? Yikes. I guess I got in this weird spot where I have to attack so then their Nahiris are good and my Nahiris are bad. Because they don't have to attack. Wow. I mean, that's what I was talking about in the mirror match. If you're playing 80 cards, it's almost impossible to lose these games. I'm shocked. I'm shocked I lost. I guess the one turn I didn't hear ended up costing me the game. That kind of sucked. He had that one insane top deck where he just like drew Niv into Dreadboard. I was like, ugh. Maybe I could have played around it. I don't know what my worst card is. What's my worst card? Kind of bored out of Bring to Light. Is that ridiculous? Probably is. How's Bola's been? Pretty good. That was the wrong land. Can't even play Caradel on 2 now. Yikes. I'd have done not carried it if I'd shuffled. Actually, I had to play that land to like draw carried it, or else I would have drawn something else. That's how the game works. For those of you who didn't know. Nice. No need to pick, no time wasted. I like it. I should just take the Scarab God. Card's going to be a pain at some point. Also, I don't really have time to think about stuff. Should attack first. I could have maybe played Thoughtseize last turn if I tapped my mana better. I think I can like kill their Teferi and bounce my Teferi. It's weird that none of these modes are just dark vanishing. Guess it'd be a bit too good. EMyNYC, thank you so much for the 27 months for the Twitch Prime sub. That was obnoxiously loud. If I can finish the game in the next minute, I maybe have a chance. I need them to get like Mulligan and Mana Screw in the third game. Sig, actually like still can't believe I lost that first game. Still cannot believe I lost that first game. That was sick. I wonder what I did wrong in the first game. I guess the Nahiri play was just incredibly greedy. And I wonder if I made more mistakes later in the game. I'm guessing he probably knew what he was doing. And I just didn't. Could have not played that. I could have played like Crag into Confluence Carry. That's probably better. I just feel like I need to get super lucky, so make bad plays. I don't know what the reasoning there is. Even Scoop, like, not even trying to really cheese me. After I thought he was trying to cheese me in game one. Showed me for sure. I guess I just have to Teferi in case I bring to light. Oh, he has a dispute in his deck. Oh, there's almost no way I'm winning a game now. I'm going to kill that now because it's going to get back up to counters before I can do anything about it. Alright, he had... I forgot about Teferi. I was like, well, he has nothing again. But no, he has... Alright, I can't win a I'm never gonna win now. Alright. Well, no regrets. I was not winning anyways. It's fine. I could be better about it. I could play faster. I don't know. The way I don't have to like. I can make my plays and then discuss them or discuss them less. Well, GG's, yeah, that was good games. I think I could have. I think I got greedy in game one with Nahiri, but I thought it was reasonable and it was really hard for you to punish me, and then you just drew Niv into Dreadbore, and obviously I immediately regretted my decision. Maybe I just didn't need to get that greedy though. Like, I don't know if I made mistakes later in the game. I thought I was gonna I thought you were just playing for the clock in game one at some point because I was so far ahead, but then you just decked me. I feel like I've played these games of Niv before where someone's getting decked and they have to attack and Nahiri becomes bad and it's kind of weird. I don't know. That was interesting though, but yeah, time is so crucial. What are they playing? Spirits or probably spirits if they have basic counts, basic planes, more likely than blue-white control. But then they also didn't have a 1-drop. 60 cards goes to decking a lot. Yeah, we were talking about that, how I should have drawn here. They could have Narset in their deck. That was bad. Really bad. Man, if they have Narset, my hand's just... I'm just done anyways. Yeah. I need to be more aware of decking in game one and maybe using the Nahiri a bit better. I don't know. I don't even know if this is great. Traverse big upside. I mean, it would be a bring to light. I used to play 4 bring, free Niv, 1 traverse instead of Niv number 4. It was like so much better, but yeah, I mean here obviously bring is like a brick. I like the 1 traverse in the 60 card version. I think in the 80 card version you just have to play 4 with some Nissa and you don't really want to play more of these cards, but you could. You could. Our Devastation could do something at some point in this matchup. Not totally dead. Brazen Bar. Okay. That's another reason to minus it right away. Ugh. Maybe they have Dispute in hand. Maybe they have some main deck disputes and they can't counter Nahiri. It's probably Dobbin's Veto. What else could they have to make that Brazen Bar play? Besides Dispute. Alright, that's not bad for me. I can go to Fairy plus Dreadbore. Is it Narset a decent sideboard tech? Yeah, Narset's really good against the Nib deck. You're gonna miss a lot though. You have a lot of lands and a lot of creatures for an Narset deck. But the passive could be good enough. Alright, let's see if they had Dispute. Or if it was just like a random bounce spell. Oh, it's just random. I don't know what they're doing with their Teferi. They have big plans. They have big plans for Teferi. big abrupt decay plans. I don't have big plans for you, Teferi. All right. Well then. Man, not making these land drops. Can I still... casting it doesn't even seem that good. I'd love an abrupt decay here. Kind of just start cycling the Bring to Lights away, honestly. They're just not going to do that much for me. I guess I'll cast an Ev before Neuro. Perfect. 2 cards, 2 great cards. I'm gonna play Deathrite Shaman because they're probably gonna cast a Verdict if I do. I don't want to spew my resources even though I'm pretty far ahead now. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. Yeah. I should have got a mountain. Yeah. Am I gonna get cheesed by Field Over in this game? Yeah, but that mountain. Can I get that back? Just about these lands, really. I don't know. I feel like I could get cheesed by approach there. I think approach is kind of tech against Niv, if I recall it properly. No? Feels like it could be annoying to beat for Niv. Have you played, Claudia, I don't know if you're still around, have you played the 60 card against 80 card matchup a lot? I was wondering if you're able to snowball and be a bit more consistent, or if the games just always end up dragging and you just lose because they have Yorion and more cards. Yeah, you need to try to tempo them out, but it's not easy if they have like a functional hand. Yeah, I'd be pretty scared to go up against a Yorion deck, but... Alright, they have Shark Typhoon in hand. I always forget I have to do that first. Kind of obnoxious. That's why I kind of want to take Shark Typhoon last hand. I guess I'll just lose my Teferi, that's fine. And I guess... yeah, they still have their last card. Do I lift? Nah. I used to have a gym membership, and before I got on Gobblyhot, I was trying to work out a bit. Like, just, I do push-ups and sit-ups, but I'm pretty lazy about it. Why not a Hero Ultimate? I don't know, I already have a lot of action. But you're right. I should probably do it. I'll do it next turn. They didn't shark. Awkward. Yeah, whatever. I'm not even gonna ultimate. It's kind of annoying this version. You actually have to like pay attention to what to exile because you have Nico B in your deck. Kind of have to play them, kill them quickly in case they have another approach in their deck. Dream Trawler with no cards in hand. Bold strategy. Some would say the boldest. Fine. What? Yes. I know I'm not speaking every second of every minute. I don't know, it's so funny. Every time I'm not speaking, you're like, are you streaming? Is it really streaming if you're not talking, though? This stream never. I think the Fred's very good. Dry Milligan might not be very good either, we'll see. This is a one matchup where I sometimes board out Sylvan Carroted. Because ramping's not that good if they have a bunch of counter spells. And then you kind of expose yourself to Verdict. Also don't love Abrupt Decay. There's a lot of expensive cards. I wouldn't hate cutting a Bring to Light. Might be a bit fancy. I do that and have Bring to Light and Decay. You cut all the Carroteds in this matchup? Did I cut any? I cut one. I mean, I think having one in play is fine. You just don't want to have like the double Carroted draw and all of a sudden Verdict's actually good against you. That one's pretty rough. Yeah, I agree the cake can be good and they could have Narset. I agree. But I think you can also lose games if you draw too many of these cards. The Indrata Sulfur full draw. Classic. This is kind of nice because it looks like I just don't want to get censored actually. It's nothing to see here, opponent. I just don't want to get censored. It's not that I have disputed hand or anything. Just don't want to get censored. They straight up didn't veto my Thoughtseize. What the actual hell? I guess I could take the Fairy and hope I go Niv plus Dispute on turn 6. It's like long-term planning. I could just take an Absorb. I could take Veto. I could honestly take anything but Verdict. Veto. I don't know if that's good or not, though. I don't mind taking Teferi. My reasoning, yeah, I feel like they're not gonna tap out for Teferi. They're just gonna sit on Absorb. So like my dispute's gonna be super effective. But if they decide to just tap out for Teferi and have to use dispute, it's kind of annoying. I think I could have taken Teferi too. And then have dispute for their 5-mana Teferi. This card is actually not even negate, right? Choose 2. Oh no, it bounces a land. Okay. Good to know. So if I go voice plus dispute, then they're gonna be desperate and just play Teferi, and it's actually gonna be good for them. So I actually don't want to do anything. I think you just want to say go here. You don't want to force them to make the right play, you know? I could force a Nahiri into play. Honestly, I'm not going to say go because they're missing land drops. I think I'm literally going to wait till 7 mana. Alright, they're making land drops again. I'm going to do the same thing. Hope they miss their land drop. And then next turn I can go voice Nahiri and still have dispute up for Teferi. I could just go Nith plus dispute. It's probably game winning. They could have another dispute by now though. I don't think it matters too much. I'll do voice first. Voice, dispute their absorb into Nahiri. Looks like they don't have dispute. Looks like they're worried about using their absorbent and not having a counter for Niv. That's my read on the situation. Could just say go. I guess jamming Nahiri is like pretty free. Keeping command up is nice, but I don't think I need to keep command up. I still have dispute for 5 mana Teferi. Why does Blue Eye play Opt and Absorb? Opt is really good with Dig for Time. Opt is just good overall, pretty good magic card. And then Absorb. I used to play Sinister Sabotage mostly in Blue White. It's just the best counterspell you have. The counterspells are not super good in Pioneer. As in Scatter in small numbers, it's probably decent. It's good with 5 mana Teferi. Neutralize, yeah. Neutralize, Sabotage, not sure which one's better. I think I wouldn't mind Neutralize in the world of Blue-White Spirits. Also Neutralize just nice was Dig for Time. I mean, so Sabotage, I guess. Alright, we got value chat. We got a 1/1 token. Soon to be 2/2. Gust. I'm good. I'll take my dragon instead. Two cards, good enough. Two really good ones. I guess you only have really good ones after sideboard. Verdict is uncounterable. This spell can't be countered. Alright, that's kind of scary. I guess that's Silumgar's command. Feels good, man. Untapped land is nice. I'm just gonna keep Silumgar's command up, I guess, in case you have... I don't know how many approach and approach deck plays, but... I'm not gonna risk it, obviously. Sometimes you need to risk it for the biscuits. And sometimes no. When does Amon Cat Remastered goes live tomorrow on Arena? Does anyone know? I'm not gonna lie, I'm playing like a gigantic coward because I don't want to get approached. Yeah, it's usually in the afternoon. So I'll probably do Pioneer tomorrow afternoon and then Historic tomorrow night. I'm actually bouncing Niv and not the token. Interesting. Boom, boom, boom. Approach is kind of a nice way to cheese the Niv deck. Can negate a lot of my advantage. Like this game would be close to unlosable if they didn't have approach in their deck. No, it's a bit scary. Have we seen approach? Yeah. They've already cast it actually. They topped. We know they have Absorb in hand. Alright, I kind of just don't want to play around approach. I'm not sure I can even play around approach, honestly. I could try, but I might end up losing the game if I do. And there's always a third game. It'd be funny if I lost was that hand. I don't think that's 7, right? Or is it? Did I just lose to opt? I think they're 1 or 2 card away. At least 1. You could have Gus for Slaughter games. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to play Slaughter games to counter that because I think Approach is their next cards. I'm actually missing a black mana. Oh wait, I have to Teferi. Oh, I'm gonna attack first. So they need like Davin's Veto plus Ether Gust to win this game exactly. Yes, Dispute plus Ether Gust is good enough. Could also just say go and hope they don't have a dispute. I'm just gonna play it though. If they have like Dispute plus Ether Gust or Veto plus Ether Gust, then GG, you know. Because if I say good and they only need to have Dispute plus... Yeah, I mean, they only have to have Dispute. I think Approach is their next card. Let's see if I was right. Let's see if I was right about Approach being their top cards. Because I didn't really keep track, but... Yeah. Only play one, okay. Rest gear. Man, it's always so hard to say. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime resub. Appreciate the support. I actually have some decent top end, honestly. ECD, Elspeth, Dream Trawler, all scary cards. This game is not over. I think I can grind through that, but... Of course, if you have Amazon Prime, you can support my stream with a Twitch Prime sub. Takes a few seconds, and it goes, I don't know if it goes a long way, but they add up, these Twitch Prime subs. You can also shop at Channel Fireball and use the code yellowhat. I get all the commission. Hey Sauce, what are you playing in Modern? What cryptic command deck? Yeah, Amazon rebranded Twitch Run to Prime Gaming because apparently all their things are like Prime this, Prime that. So they wanted it to like uniformize, I guess is the word. Banfield list from the showcase top 8. Oh yeah. I think all these decks just probably Supraos. Maybe not the banned version. Dream Trawler. Do we know what their last card is? If it's a spell, they're gonna discard it. So I should plus. Oh, I have the Spark in hand. Never mind. Yes, Dreadbore plus the Spark is the play. Can't remember if Dead Day escaped Elspeth. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think I thought Team was good, but doesn't beat prowess. There's just Lava Rage who wins every turn, and everyone else does pretty mediocrely. The Euron version worse. I think the variance of the 20 extra cards is a bit rough, yeah, on your opening hands and on your draws. But it's better. It's probably better in the mirror match to have 80 cards in Euron and against Sultai and that kind of stuff, maybe. Looks like Dance Spirits. Smells like Teen Spirits. Do 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 do. Alright, I wonder why I didn't play case I top deck to Fairy. Band Spirits or combo chat? I haven't seen Band Spirits in a while. There's a blue-green list. Oh, it's combo. Good. I get to try out my sideboard cards. See if it matters. See if it helps. Also get to see if they consistently go off on like turn 4 or 5. I'm 0-2 so far against the combo deck. I'm not sure I've won a game yet. I think I should have won a game. Wait, they play Growth Spiral in that deck? Does that make sense? Guess people are just trying stuff out. You Unmoored Ego, what are you playing? Sultai or Niv? Yeah, if you can Unmoored Ego the field, it's pretty sick. Esper. Yorion? Esper control. Before they banned everything, it seemed like Esper was doing a bit better than Blue-White Control. These lists was like 4 Failed Push, 4 Thought Erasure. And the only combo off was a Lotus Field and another land. I'm not sure. I'm assuming yes. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. Am I dead? Any qualified people in chat can tell me if A Brief History of Time is still a good read, or if it's a bit too outdated. Just think about reading that, because we're watching Dark. We're on the last season, and always brought it up. I've never read it before. At least when they had the Breach in their deck, you could just scoop. Now I'm kind of curious. Probably dead. I want to see the different versions too. Just what people play as one of and stuff. I've seen Omniscience. I've seen Blue Finale as one ofs. They haven't casted Granted yet either. Cocoa Butter 2486. Thanks for your Prime sub. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. They're doing the power move and playing no win con. That's a bold strategy on Magic Online. Especially when the combo deck is just making its comeback. Alright, Fly. God, they're so dumb. Let's see if I can upload my blue-white control deck to because it doesn't mind Soul Sister, it doesn't like all my nib decks. Let's see if the blue-white control it likes. Yeah, it doesn't mind blue-white control, so it's not Shark Typhoon. It's really weird. It just really doesn't like Niv. Oh, I got an untap step? Okay, cool. I'm not sure I can do much with it, but... I'm guessing I'm just dead next turn. Already got a dispute. Sure. Don't show my deck. They should know what I'm playing with these trial lands and not carried it. There's no other deck that plays these cards. Alright, am I dead yet? What is going on here? J'ai rencontré une fille de Cannes. Elles sont bien les filles. Trying to feel. Wait. What is actually going on, chat? I'm just so confused. Are they trolling? They got another mystical dispute? Damn, man, I like dog shit. I mean, there's no way they're gonna lose, right? They've got to have cards that do something in their sideboard. They can just kind of grant and stuff. And I mean, surely they have, you know, something to back up their Jace. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have paid for a dispute no matter what. Lots of dead cards. Actually, not that many dead cards. Probably don't need 2 dread boars. Just having this spark and other end. Does Dreadboard do? They're probably bringing some kind of they're probably bringing a win condition or two. Whether it's Ugin or Emrakul or something like that, you know. I don't hate having a Dreadboard in. It's halfway decent. It's really good against Nev. Alright, I have my technology. GG opponent. Good luck beating that. I'm just gonna play Teferi since I don't have any lands anyways. It's probably better. Oh, jeez. Big host. Thanks for the host, day 9. I'm actually about to be done though. But welcome everyone. It's coming from Day Night channel. For those of you who don't know me, the raid now, the actual raid. It said host at first, then raid. Hey Day 9, thanks for the raid, buddy. I'm Gabriel Nassif, for those who don't know me. Usually I'm answering Day 9's questions at the Mythic Championships, or he's introducing me as yellowhat. And playing a little Pioneer here. I'm about to be done though. Hope you're doing well, bud. It's been a while. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna see you, but hopefully next year. Anyways, yeah. I'm about to be done soon. I played a league was a Pioneer deck, 5-color Niv Mizzet. Actually a card that's still legal in Standard, and I'm practicing. There's a Magic Online tournament this weekend that's Pioneer, so I'm practicing that. And let's see. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I usually play some Arena. I play some Magic Online. Depends what tournaments are coming up. Gonna be playing some Historic was Monkit Remastered since that comes out tomorrow. And there's the next big tournament for me is the Mythic Invitational in a month. That's Historic, so I'm gonna be playing a lot of that with the new cards and the new set. So yeah, if you want to give me a follow, feel free. There. I feel like when day 9 raids me, I need to introduce myself. I like never introduce myself because I just assume people know who I am, but maybe not all of day 9's viewers know who I am. So this is one of my sideboard cards. Their deck relied pretty heavily on dig for time, so I'm hoping that slows them down. I'm just gonna go ahead and slaughter games them. Wait, what? No, I have to ferry. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and say go. Slaughter games them in their draw step, and I think I want to name pour over the pages, but it's unclear. Because that's kind of their engine. It also generates mana for them and draws them cards, so you can name Fair Wishes, but I think they usually play around that and they have other win conditions. So I like naming Pour here. Well, I don't feel too bad because they had 4 Pour in their deck. I do feel bad because I have 2 Fair Wishes. So let's see how they play around. All right, their post sideboard configuration cannot beat. Can actually not beat slaughter games on Fair Wishes. That's literally, I just couldn't guess, honestly. No one sideboards like that. Yeah, Fair Wishes was actually a free win. But I don't remember the last time. I don't think I've ever played this matchup where slaughter games was a free win after sideboard. They either have like Masterman's Expedition or they bring in a couple of their sideboard cards. Their win condition sideboard cards, but yeah, they're playing a very combo focused version. Yeah, I might be getting too fancy with these lines of never. I almost never name Fae there. It usually doesn't matter what you name, to be fair. They're pretty robust, except when they're not. Yeah, Underworld Breach is banned. It got banned. Was all the other combo cards? They just banned Kethis, Ballista, Inverter, and Underworld Breach. It's gonna be pretty hard for them to go off, though. I think it's a bit harder for them to dig. Any chance of me playing Chaos Drafts? Are these even fun? They never look fun to me. I don't think Chaos Draft is that fun because you only get to play the synergies and it's so random. So random. I don't see it, honestly. They got Dispute when I have a Teferian play. That's their big finish. Unless you have Teferi Time Rattler in play. Oh, they got Storm's Wrath. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just counter Storm's Wrath. What about Double Masters? I've heard both. I've heard some people say it's awful, and I've heard some people say it's really fun. Counter target spell. And then a return to Blast Zone, I guess. Turn field, Econ, it has hexproof. That'd be the Dryad's doing work. No, they have a blocker now. What'll I ever do? Alright, bye-bye. Carroted. I'm actually not sure there's a target for this spark in their deck. I don't know if their version is just like not super well built, or are they on the next level where they're playing the super lean version with as few weird cards as possible. They have 2 disputes and a double cast. They take fail wishes or dig for time. I mean, they have as many fail. I don't even know actually. I mean, you can just bounce their fail wishes into it or something, but it costs them a lot of cards. Maybe I should have just taken fail wishes. I don't know. I feel like dig plus double cast there could do some damage. They could find some hidden strings and kind of go off. I mean, they've been granting for such poor cards. I feel like I'm not that scared anymore. It looks like they're gonna cast a Niv or something this turn. Yeah, no, this spark might be good. Obviously, I'm dumb. Dried Melon's not as good against this version. They don't care as much about their graveyard. It was a bit better against Underworld Breach. I here's 7 cards. Do they even care at this point? Should I start bouncing fail wishes just so I can attack? Yeah. Next game I'm gonna slaughter games fail wishes. They're gonna have like 2 probe the pages, and then they're gonna have a bunch of win cons in their main deck. They're just running the long con on me. No, I think Dried is decent against them. I'm just saying it's not as good as it used to be. Oh. Do I want to dispute that, or do I want to let them cast 1 spell, dispute that spell, and then discard the omniscience, whatever it's called? You guys think easiest dispute of your life? Alright. Easiest. People are getting anxious in chat. They're like starting to sweat. They're like, please, Gab. Please, Gab, just dispute it. Stop playing with us. They didn't attack Nahiri. Not sure how I feel about them not attacking Nahiri. Seems like it might potentially be a punt. The punt. Oh, they conceded. Alright, so we got there. Meaning all my plays were perfect. Maybe Fatal Push is okay. That's like 2nd time I've played these games and they just end up casting failed wishes. I think all my other cards are better and more important though. When is this part going to be relevant again, except now? I think it could be relevant if they get another untap and play an Ugin or something, but I'm not sure. I mean, their deck should go off by turn 5, so I do pretty aggressive mulligan to mulligan this hand. I think you just keep and hope you bridge the gap. You just keep and hope one of my top 3 cards is like a discard spell, or Slaughter Games, or Dryad, and then because if I mulligan into like a bad hand, it's not really gonna. I don't know, man. Sometimes they don't have the. Sometimes they just don't have field. Doesn't happen very often, but it's possible. And then you have a bunch of time. What do you take with Slaughter Games? Well, game 2 I thought pour over the pages, and it turns out that if I had taken Fate, I had nothing left in their deck to win the game. But I don't think that's gonna happen very often. Looks like they might have the nuts here with Growth Spiral. Never mind. They're still digging to field. And they're not anymore. Oh. I just have Dispute in hand? Why else would you play like that? Dispute or Paid Actor? So I could Teferi. If I want to play really scared, I can play Teferi this turn, so I get to resolve the Thought Erasure next turn. But then it delays my Niv. And I have no pressure. I don't know. It's probably kind of close, honestly. Because now they might even, like, if they don't have much, they might even just grant for another Dispute. I saw Spell Pierce? Really? Someone's paying attention. Alright, I get an untap step. If I get disputed again, I lose the game though. If I just play Niv or Teferi plus Carided, and then Niv next turn, how much mana do I have next turn? 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can play Niv and hit not much that's relevant that costs 3 mana or less. I like a second Thought Erasure, I think. And maybe Dryad Militant does something. I'm trying to remember how they sideboarded in game 1 and game 2. Alright, late night. I'm just gonna play Niv. Hit me. Pretty good hits. Got one discard spell. I'm not sure I'm gonna get another turn though. Feels like I shouldn't get another turn. Could have mulligan, but this matchup's bad either way. It's not like... this whole match has been so weird, honestly. Like game 1, for those who missed it, they went off. They drew all their deck but 7 cards, and then they said go, and then I played a turn, and then they said go again, and then they eventually got kill me with Jace, but it was really weird. I mean, this is once they start their turn like that, should be pretty easy for them to win. Open is new to the deck. Yeah, I mean, they must be. The way they sideboarded for game 2, and also these Growth Spirals, they're like, no one plays that yet, I think. Well, they play that, but it's kind of nice. It like, gives you like super explosive starts, but I'm not sure you can afford to play that card. You just don't have the critical mass of relevant cards to be annoying enough. And I don't really think you can afford the sideboard slots. I wonder if people are going to play that deck this weekend. We're recording the podcast, and Harry said he was losing to it a bit with mono green. But I think he only played like once, and I think he said he maybe made mistakes, but I'm assuming they have a pretty miserable time against Spirits and mono black and probably burn. Spiral is much worse than Grazer in this deck. Yeah, makes sense. You're watching KO play in the deck. This look great. Doesn't look like it's lost much, honestly. Still seems really good. What are the tier 1 decks in Pioneer right now? Mono green, Planeswalkers, blue-white spirits, 5-color Niv, mono black, maybe this combo deck, maybe blue-white control, but I don't think so. Could just play more slaughter games in my sideboard. Card's decent in the mirror match too. Alright, they got it. What's my biggest mistake in a tournament? Mindslavered my opponent once and then make them make an attack that forced me to chum block. That's probably the worst mistake I've ever made. And I was playing for top 8 of a PT. But then I won the third game, so... And I made top 8. So that was fine. I also just played the wrong land against... I played the wrong land once, and it cost me the game. I was 2 rounds away from... It was not a winning in, it was the round before that. I needed to win this round and the next one. And I played the wrong land, and it cost me the game. That's the 2 that I can remember. I mean, I've made a lot of pretty heinous mistakes in high stakes matches.